Look, guys, we need to talk. And before you mention anything about why you haven't been posting, that doesn't matter. But we're here to talk about America, as in the US, and how dumbfounded I am as a person, as an American, that this thing happened. Well, no, not that this thing happened. I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm not all that surprised. You see, the government has so much systemically wrong with it that they will kill black Americans on the street, but will let whites just take over take over the Capitol. It doesn't surprise me in the least bit, actually, because back in the summer, that's basically the same thing that we were exploring. Summer of 2020, where there were protests and, yeah, there were riots, but most of it was protests. And yet, there they were, black people getting slaughtered just for their skin color. And the fact of the matter is that the US really needs an overhaul in its system. Its government, its police, hell, its army. Because it's a disgrace, especially now, with all the glaring issues that keep popping up. Will anything be done about it? That's another issue. Because, frankly, I don't think there is. Not to be a downer, but we're probably going to have to wait quite a while for anything to happen. We have to wait until some of the younger of our generation, I stuttered. But the younger of our generation, we're gonna have to wait for them to get into positions of power for anything to change. Now, on top of that, I do get taking over the capital if it's for a just cause. If the government is tyrannical. But the fact that these Trump, these extreme, I should say extreme because not all of them are bad, but a small minority, these extremist Trump supporters, just go in just because Trump isn't getting a re-elect. I think that is what actually surprised me, that I was referring to at the beginning of this video, that they would do something like this. Put bluntly, America's fucked. And if you're watching this and you're wondering what my opinion is on the people that died, the these extremists, because basically what they did was an extremist act, quite traitorous to the country. In fact, let me just go on a side tangent here. I think that these Trump supporters, these extremist ones, are anti-patriot, anti anti-democracy. That's the word I'm looking for. And I have no respect for any of them, frankly. And personally, getting back to what I was saying earlier, personally, I think that those who were casualties in those Trump supporters that invaded the Capitol, I think those casualties, those deaths, were well deserved. That's coming from a person with mental illnesses. So don't take it as your own personal opinion or anything. It's just me as a person. I don't feel any sorrow for those who died. Voice crack. For those who died. I don't at all. They deserved it, and I wholeheartedly believe that. Now, what's the actual point of me making this? Well, I just feel like I have to say something, because I didn't say something during the Black Lives Matter protests. I didn't post anything here on my YouTube. I was active on my Twitter saying stuff, because I that's where most of the information I was getting was coming from. That's where most of it was. But I feel more inclined to make a video that is kind of an outlier on my channel for this one, because it really shows the double standard of this country. And that's the whole reason I want to make this video. The double standards. And I just want to point out to anyone that thinks that the people that unlawfully went into the Capitol were justified in any way. I just want you to know that that's an opinion I cannot respect. And you can hate on me in the comments or whatever. You can have a vendetta against me or whatever. But that's an opinion I will not respect. That is a certain level of privilege that allows you to think such a thing. Whenever just about 6 months ago, from when this was posted, peaceful protesters were being slaughtered. I can't accept an opinion that glorifies this double standard in any way, shape, or form. Unless that, let me make an addendum there. Unless that opinion is that lives should be savored. That is an opinion I can respect as long as you apply it to both sides. I personally think that these trespassers, these American traitors, because frankly that's what they are. I think they deserve treason punishments, personally. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to take my opinion as fact. Anyway, I'll let you guys enjoy your day if you can possibly do that with all that's going on. Here's to hoping that 2021 isn't, 2020 part 2. We're not off to a great start here in America. But the rest of the world, I hope you're doing just fine. Like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want more commentary videos, I guess. Like, comment that down below. This is out of the norm for my channel, so just stay safe out there, guys. Catch you on the flip side.